Right, we're back again for another exciting episode. Back from Middle-earth 2, 2 towers are not enough. And in this one we have a 3 versus 3. This has become a regular sort of setup now. So we up top left we have myself, Jimbo, as men. And then over here we have the hard, which we chose as dwarves. We thought, maybe dwarves, like early game, might be pretty good if it's just a hard and not a brutal or something like that. At least they have some decent units. And then over here, we've got Jackson also as men, starting off with the old Cav. Okay. Down here, Ryan, starting off, I know he's going straight for those Rangers, right, for those. It's expensive, but could be argued that it is worth it. Right, so Ryan's getting that sorted out quick. Carl, experimenting with men. Over here. So, is he going? Yep, he's going for the Rangers too. Getting the pikeys out. He doesn't want to be done in by the horses. Doesn't want that. Right. He's got these guys and these guys. Oh, he's desperate here. He's got the old murder of crows, and that means he can see what I'm doing here, which is basically putting one right in his face. So let's see how they fare. Bozza on the fields. Now I do not see alerts around here. Now there's a Boromir coming, and I would assume, yep. So Gaz, I can picture it now as basically been screaming at Carl and Ryan, saying, "Oh God, Jimbo's coming to get me." And now he's got some troops. He has got some troops. He's got quite a lot. So I guess that's what he's sacrificed. He has sacrificed that. Right, now, this is an interesting play. Why isn't he engaging? Because if he's trying to sort of steer me away from what's going on over here, I can understand that. However, if I take out this if I take out this Uruk pit and these two disappear, that's not good. Right. More troops on the way. And another load about to come out once I've got the farms. Right, terrain tainted over on this side. Rangers coming in. It could be very dangerous. There's a lot of my troops. More of my troops are going this way to try and take this one out. Now I think this was really what was important. I think these troops here are not so important. This is also helping that the ally hard is also getting involved too. So now Gaz has to rebuild this. Right, what's going on over here? Right, Jackson putting pressure on with the Gondor Knights. They are involved. They are involved. Whose builder is this? Alright, so... Oh, you're not going to build that close, are you, Jackson? Sweet baby Jesus. I tell you what, there are building towers right next to your opponent, and then there's this. Jesus. Alright. Right, on this side, it looks as though they've been able to blunt this attack. Now, my ally has only sent one platoon of pikeys here, not that much help. Gaz has got some troops coming out, but I don't... How much money has he got? Right, he's got some cash. He's got some cash. Right. But I'm coming in now. This as well. I've also lost Boromir, as I recall, here. So Gaz is in a bad way, and Carl is going to have to throw everything over here to try and get these guys. He needs those Rangers over very quick. Right. Now Ryan is playing out of his skin here. He is going to have to get these buggers real quick. Now, Ryan, I don't know where the troops are, mate. Where's the troops? Where's the troop? You can't only have Rangers. Can't only have Rangers. Ryan, try and get like more of these Gondor soldiers and a couple more barracks. You know, if you had a barracks here and a barracks here and they were just spewing out Gondor soldiers, it's very difficult to be able to beat that early game. Right, here we go. My ally bringing his full force to bear here, but okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, I tell you what, I almost don't even have to do much. I've only got some Gondor soldiers over here. Right. He's got his rangers. He's got his rangers. I've got more Gondor soldiers coming. Got to start spewing them out. Spewing them. Right, what's going on over here? Right, the rangers are out. Right, he's finally got these horses, so he's got no more horses to speak of. He's got Gondor soldiers, but it's all the way over here. He wants some more knights. Right, Ryan, you have to push out now. Push out. If you could get these builders, that'd be bloody handy. Oh, he's on red as well. He's only level 1. Where are these guys going? Ryan! Ah! Oh! Ryan, I swear to God, man, that could have been a good counter-attack there. Because Jackson had bugger all. Now, of course, you don't know that, but then again, if you add like a couple more barracks and you were just spewing out these, remember these guys are very expensive. Now you did see some horses, that is for sure. I appreciate that, but I think half of them should be pikeys. The other half should be Gondor soldiers to deal with all of this, because otherwise, at this rate, it's too expensive to be able to deal with. Now Jackson's having a solidified position right here, which is not good. Okay. Clumping Gaz's fortress. It's not good. It's not going good. Carl. I don't know, Carl. I don't know. You got 3 platoons here, mate. I think basically Carl's job is to effectively save Gaz from me and the Hard, which is a bit of a tough job in itself. Yeah, I got more and more of these guys like coming. It's not going to stop. This is what I mean, Ryan. Like, observe here. There's just more and more of these things like coming in. It's not stopping. Meanwhile, I do have my base over here still being built and getting, well, you know, hopefully rangers and all that sort of thing out as well. Right, this looks like a retreat from Carl. I think they've conceded that this is now lost territory, and that'll be it. Right. Now it looks as though Ryan has chased away. Oh, he needs to get that build. Ah, unlucky. Unlucky, Ryan. They were Gondor soldiers. Maybe they would have done something. Right, this is very back and forth over here. If only you could see. If only you could see. You know, if one of these guys had Palantir or something like that, I think you could have asked right there. This is a waste of time, Ryan. Waste of time. There's no time for this. If the only things that you see is 1 platoon of Gondor soldiers and Boromir with a couple of builders, and these guys can't even attack this lot. So I would have gone straight in there. This is wasting time. Right, Rangers. You can have 1 platoon in there, Ryan. I think that should be enough, but there should be more. There's not enough troops. And now these guys have to wail all the way over here. And these guys have now basically put the pressure on. So hopefully they should be able to do enough damage. Again, you know, Jackson's trying to get this up, which is not great. If you had these 3 platoons and Boromir and just sort of wandered in here and just sort of clumped this, that could be very devastating. Right, I've got my forces down there. Gaz has been annihilated in this game. In fact, if there's a word beyond annihilated, I'd like to know what that is. Okay, Carl. They got rangers. Even Ryan's like sending rangers over to help, even though he's in a dilly of a pickle over here. So Ryan is still helping. If I were you, Ryan, I'd probably tell Carl and Gaz to sort it out, really, because yeah, you're needed over here. I think if Ryan, if you had basically sent those pikeys in, and obviously he was retreating. If you had done that, I think you might have caught Jackson here on the hop. I wouldn't care about this. I wouldn't care. You're chasing ghosts like over the map. It's, you know, it's not worth your time. This is not good. This is not good. Right, you got the money for this and this. That's good. You got to have those pikeys and preferably some Gondor soldiers. Maybe the Gondor soldiers should have been, I think, early game, but now perhaps it's time to transition into just pikes. That's fine. But yeah, I didn't get the memo on this one. Right. So I saw that these guys were going to run over my troops, so I did the horn before it got there. Alright. Right, Rangers, get these Rangers over. So I keep my troops here, just in case anyone tries to get me. So our ally is doing pretty well, pretty handy, putting the pressure on them over here. I think this is a bit of a... Right, so he's transitioning now to siege. Yeah, don't be so defensive, Ryan. Don't be so defensive. I have like some troops out here. Yeah. Just one barracks. I'm never a fan of that. Never a fan of that. It's just not enough. If you need troops out quickly, and in that early game situation, you desperately need to have troops out very quickly. It's not enough. Ouch. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, there's. Tough to see whose colours is whose. Right. Right, Gaz, trying to make some jinking little runs now. Trying to win back his territory. How much has he got? 184. Right, could somebody have given him some money? Not really. It don't look good. It does not look good. Me, 2.5 grand. And Jackson must have spent something on. So yes, it's not looking very good. Right. And I think to myself, right, it's time to get out the siege as well. So I send some siege over to Jackson. Now, yeah, there's a lot of waiting around here, Ryan. A lot of waiting. And I know you've got this coming, which is fair enough. I think the war could have been swung here a little bit earlier. A little bit earlier. I think, Ryan, you could have... Oh, no, don't tell me this is Boromir by himself. Why do you do this to me, Ryan? Why do you do this to me? Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Right. He better live. He better goddamn live, Ryan. I'm telling you this right now. How many times have I told you? Don't stick a bloody hero out by himself. Right, surely... I don't think Jackson's going to go all the way here, but... Alright, at least you got some decent defense with these guys. And you got a heroic statue next to him as well. Good stuff. Right, but... You know, now you've got... Yeah, this is becoming... He's doing the old... whatchamacallit, the bombard from very far out. It doesn't necessarily give too much damage, as you can see. Yeah, it'll take a while, but yeah, these are battles that are very difficult to win here. Right, I've got Aragorn out because, well, Aragorn's always the saviour to every sort of problem, I really think. Right, Gaz's little force has been destroyed, and I am rebuilding all of these things here. What can Gaz offer? What can Gaz offer? Not much. I think, Carl, if you can afford all of this stuff, you can definitely chuck him like a few, like 500 or 1,000 or something like that, surely. Right, Carl, 1,100. Gaz, yeah, Gaz is basically out of this game. Gaz, you should be asking them, it's like, give me money, give me money, give me money. Like, that should be it. This is very defensive now. These towers scream to me of the game is over. Yeah, this is not good here. Ryan, I think this is too late, Ryan. You might as well just focus on like more and more troops. These guys are now going to get skewered because it's now too late. Now you need more than Gondor soldiers to be able to beat these guys. Yeah, because this is too expensive. Right, now you've got this, so that... these are... yeah, I mean... Carl has come in and really saved a lot of this crap, I must admit, with these horses. Right. I've got my force over here as well. And I've got my trebuchets like moving in, but I couldn't really focus on what was going on over here. Right, Ryan is launching a counter-offensive, which is good. This is what I like to see. So these are my hobbits. I see the danger of Ryan's one and only trebuchet, and they got hobbited. Right. Jackson's coming back, and he's got my trebuchet with him as well. This is not good. Our ally being pretty effective, to be honest, and taking out, well, just getting involved really. So I thought to myself, oh, I got time to piss around, haven't I? I wanted to make. I wasn't actually sure if like Gaz had sort of like been built up and had like an amazing force or something like that. Anything could have happened really. Alright, Carl's got 3 grand. Let's see if Gaz has more than 200. No. Right. Ryan, 1400. Right, what the fuck were you guys doing, man? I don't know what you could have done here is you could have upgraded this thing to level 3, and then because he's only got 200 command points, he could have had 10 berserkers. 10 berserkers, and then those 10 berserkers could have gone around the map causing all sorts of damage, and that would have been the only thing that he could have had. So he's got the 200 command points. That's fine. He's got this. That's all he needs. So how is this lumber mill not being able to give him any money either? I don't know. Maybe he's been saving up. I don't know what's happened here. Right, Gaz is finally getting a bit of cash. Right. What's he going to spend the money on? That's yeah. If you guys are basically, yeah, that was your thing. Just give him the time to be able to get those berserkers out. He could have had a maximum of 10 berserkers out there, and I think you guys would have taken that desperately. Right, these coming out, but is it too late? This always a good idea, but I think if Carl had the cavalry, Ryan, I think just leave it to him and just ask him when you need the help. So in the meantime, just have about 4 or 5 of these instead. Gondor soldiers, always good, but again, I think it you know, you gotta push up. You gotta push up. You gotta see that you can surely see that he's pushed back. So if you've pushed him back and he's hiding behind a tower, if anybody's hiding behind a tower, guys, that means you've got the right to go in and just attack. Don't just sit there and say, oh, phew, thank God for that. I'll just sit here and rest then. Right. Boromir and another Boromir and Aragorn, always good. Okay, so there's some battles going on in the middle here. I think it's definitely safe to say that our ally, the Hard, has been pretty helpful here in being able to push Gaz, that's without a doubt. Right, Rohirrim. Right, so he does the Rohirrim, but I do the... did I do the arrow volley? No, I don't think so. No, that was their arrow volley. I think that was almost a bit overkill, really. Interesting. Right, my force I don't think will survive this battle here. But my ally is also coming in here pretty heavy. There's a good fight going on over here. Ryan is giving it the beans. He's finally got some trebuchets. Interesting. He's desperate to get that. I'm not sure if that's the way forward. I'm not sure, Ryan. I think these two, like attacking those guys when they were stuck over here, would have been helpful. And Ryan, if you had like some pikeys and about 2 pikeys and 2 Gondor soldiers over here, you taint the terrain, you have Boromir, and then you go after these guys, and you have 4 or 5 of these guys. I think you would have been in a very, very good shape there. All right. Right. So I've got all this territory over here. Starving them out, Aragorn, level 4. I want to get this Treb. Ugh. Absolutely pointless. Crossbowman. Right. Oh, yeah. Right. No, Jackson, if you're running out of money, man, give me a heads up. I got 5 grand on me. Carl, he's got money. Carl's got money, but he's trying to do everything at once, and this is a difficult position for him to be in. I'm assuming that Gaz has probably had his builder killed, so yeah, 150. So that means the best he can do is basically like 7 or 8 berserkers. All right. Okie dokie. Maybe getting rid of some of these guys will help to increase the command points that you have. Because remember, each one of these guys takes up 1 command point. So you basically, at this stage, you've just got to ask for the money. Right. A lot of trebs going in now. I just basically thought, right, screw it. They only need like 1 shot, don't they? Yeah. That was it. Now. These are my trebs, along with... yeah, I think Ryan played very hard here. I think there were just a couple of little things that you just needed to tweak here, I think, Ryan. And I think you would have won against Jackson here. Just a bit of like coordination, I think, with your troops. You actually had the troops necessary to do a shitload of damage. It's nice having all of these, like, you know, siege and barracks and this sort of thing, but that's only when you're sort of mid game to late game. In the beginning, you've got to make sure that you focus on this. Is too expensive unless you're going to start with this. Loads and loads of barracks. Have like 2 or 3 barracks and just pumping out Gondor soldiers in the beginning would have made a gigantic difference. Pikeys and Gondor soldiers in the beginning. Alright. The hell am I doing? Aragorn, level 4. Builders, but do I need them? That is the question. Right. Now Carl's trying to finance this, and it's they're defending well. Gaz is sorry, not Gaz. What am I talking about? Carl is defending well. And you know, this is a difficult place to be. He hasn't got the upgrades yet. Doesn't look like he's got the upgraded fire arrows just yet, but that is expensive, 400. So he's pushing out a bit. He's got to push out. He cannot just keep on with this. Yeah, I want to see those berserkers. I'm disappointed there, boys. You got to think of something with what you got. All right, Jackson's counter-attacking. That was a good shot by the old Trebs. Eesh. Right, Jackson smells blood. He smells blood. He's going to go in. This is a difficult position. I don't know, Jackson. I think you could have done it. I think you could have done it. Right. We would have waited for the horn. I don't know. Perhaps Ryan's counter-offensive could have destroyed his force. But I don't know. Ryan's not out of it, though. 168, that's it. Yeah, I guess not a lot of money. Not a lot of money. Right. Now it's probably time to transition to having just pikes, because you need just troops with a little bit of extra hit points. It's always a good thing. I think Gondor soldiers are certainly very good if you're going to be talking about things that are early game and mid game, and then when you start getting towards late game, I think we're getting close to late game. Right. I think Carl's been playing very well here, and I think Carl's basically just got to deal with these guys right here, and they've been a real pain in the ass. But if anything, I'm sort of monitoring the whole situation, really. I think I think I'm just mucking about. I mean, I brought out Gandalf for Christ's sake, so... shield bubble. The wizard transfers all of his power into a shield that will absorb every kind of damage dealt to him. Gandalf also gains immunity to knockback. Lasts 5 seconds? Is that it? That sucks. So you can do a shield that's 5 seconds. I guess maybe that's good for when you do Word of Power or something like that. I don't know. But I thought, yeah, I'm going to give this guy a go. You know, surely he must be as good as Saruman. If he can go on a horse and he can do Word of Power. Although you guys should check the lightning level 10 ability that Saruman can do now. It is very different from the previous version. It is awesome. It's basically an electrical version of Word of Power. Really awesome. Okay, so over here, Jackson is determined to have these towers up. He wants those towers, and I think he's going to get them this time. Alright, Ryan is being squeezed out of existence. I think Ryan has put up a very, very good struggle here. Could we have done something different? Ah, ha, ha. Right, this is what I want to see. This is a great Counter-Strike here. And I am doing sweet F all. F all. Right. Now the Army of the Dead came out. Was that the right place to put it? I don't know. I don't know. Was that the right place? Oh, I'm probably going to lose my Aragorn over here, but it's probably it's my fault that I realised this too late. Right, Wizard Blast. Hobbits. Can't go wrong when you launch hobbits at someone. In the past, people used to think, oh Christ, you know, the hobbits are terrible. They're terrible. Little does ye know how devastating the hobbits are these days. Right. Not quite the same sort of trample damage I wanted to do with the hero, but I don't know, maybe the rangers are resistant or something like that. Right, but it looks like our ally has been able... These rangers got slowly hobbited to death. And Carl's force has been drawn down to a close. Gaz trying to get something back. Oh, he does have a builder! Gaz does have a builder. And because I've been pissing around, I've got all the upgrades I need. Gaz did have a builder. Oh, fuck like a ding-dong. A few more furnaces or something like that around here would have been good. I know they're not going to give you much money, but... Christ. Well, I probably didn't do that much to assist my ally. Aragorn, hobbits, and Gandalf. I mean, the hobbits worked. He did Army of the Dead as well. I don't know, Carl. I think that was... That did not go to plan, I think, there. That did not go to plan. Alright, now Jackson has got a pretty large force over here. And now this is kind of like the battle for Berlin. All the German forces are just stuck in a very small area. And they're going to have to fight for their lives. So you've got Gaz, Carl, and Ryan all stuck in one tiny little area. And this is not the place you want to be. This is the kill zone right here. Right, I think Gaz was trying to recreate his empire of the past. And, yeah, I'm not going to let that happen. I wanted that damn builder, but I just didn't have a damn unit that was quick enough. So I've got to get rid of all of these things, which I know would have been very, very, very valuable to old Gaz. So yes, right. Right, that's going to take a while there, I think, Ryan. Okie dokie. Ryan, this is what you should have had. pikeys and Gondor soldiers in the beginning. If you had 2 or 3 barracks, you could have like spewed out that straight away and gone after Jackson. But it's not to be. Okay. Right, I just didn't want to get berserkered. I thought, well, if Gaz is coming back, that means he might. I just had a little thought to myself. I said, they know they've lost, but I don't want them to sort of think that they can berserker me and then treat that as some sort of quasi-victory or something like that. So I thought, right, I'll build these walls just to make absolutely sure. No berserker rush for me. Right. Right. Right, Jackson's got a force that could probably end this just by himself, and I see that as well. That's why I'm not really doing that much. I've only just got these troops over here. Right, wanted to bring Gandalf in here. Have a little mess about, see how good he is. Beam of light that damages enemies. That's pretty good. So he's got the Wizard Blast and this Lightning Sword. The Lightning Sword is actually quite helpful. Oh no. Demolisher. I don't see any troops, and I think these guys have given up. Carl spent everything on Aragorn, and he's only level 1. Yeah. It's all going Pete Tong. So Carl is quitting, and this is effectively the end of the game. Well, it saved us a job, I guess. I'm not quite sure if I believe in the whole quitting thing. I'm not really one to quit, but each to their own. Right, Carl took himself out of the game. I think he fought valiantly there. Very difficult. Very, very difficult in all those respects, I think. Especially seeing as the hard ally went after Gaz as well as me. We got a bit of luck there, I must admit. But yes. I think on the side with Ryan, I don't know, like Carl, if you had helped him, I think with the horses, I know you were in the middle of helping Gaz, but if you had actually coordinated with Ryan at that one point and actually gone after, when you had helped him with the horses, then gone up towards Jackson, then it would have been Carl's horses plus Ryan's force. Jackson would have been in a bit of trouble as well. So yeah, it's always on a knife edge with those things. But yes, well played, boys. Catch you on the next one.